Hi, thanks for joining us today. This is Michelle Thomas, Emerald Ambassador with PLEXUS Worldwide, and I'm going to just take a few minutes to go over our compensation plan chart just so you can understand how you get paid and you can explain it to all of your prospects on how they would possibly get paid with PLEXUS Worldwide. I'm going to start right here on your retail and wholesale sales because let me just back up for a second. When you want to buy the products or when you're explaining to someone about the products, they can do it in 3 different ways. First of all, they can be a retail customer, one time on your website, once and done, no problem. Secondly, they can be a preferred customer where they get the products sent monthly to them. There's no long-term commitment. They can cancel at any time. And then the third way is you can tell them about becoming an ambassador. An ambassador is $34.95 a year to join PLEXUS, and you get your own website. And then you can order the products at wholesale, and you can then share it with your friends and family, and they can order from your own website. And that's what we're going to tell you about right now. We're going to tell you how you make money with your own website. You start with the retail and wholesale sales. So what this means is that anything that goes through my own website, whether it's my own order or anyone ordering from me, PLEXUS will pay me a percentage of commission. Now, the only thing that PLEXUS requires for you to do in order for you to become commission qualified is that $100 goes through your website. Now, that $100 can be your order or a customer's order or a combination of both, but $100 goes through your website every month in order to be commission qualified. You also have to have a backup order turned on. Whoever is signing you up, they can explain that more in detail, but it's just a conditional order. PLEXUS does not send you an auto ship as long as $100 goes through your website. So the backup order is only a conditional order, and it would only be sent to you if you did not place an order or have sales. And that is automatically set up on the 25th of the month when you join, but you can change it to any date, the 1st through the 28th of the month. Okay, so let's start here. Commission on retail and wholesale sales. Your first $100 is what qualifies you for the month, and so you don't make any commission on that. $100 to $4.99 in sales, you make 15% commission. Now, once you hit $500 for the month, it retros back to anything over $100 and up. You will now make 25% commission on your first your $100 to $500. So if you did $500 in sales, you would make 25%, so you would make $100 off of 25% of $400, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's just your first little area of making your commission. Let's skip down here to the number 3, preferred customer bonuses, because not only do you make your percentage of sales, you also make a preferred customer bonus. So I always tell people to order preferred because it saves them money, and then as an ambassador, you also make a bonus every month. This is not a one-time bonus. Every month that they order, they get their preferred customer shipment, you make this bonus. So for example, if you have a preferred customer that just orders the PLEXUS Slim every month for the $79.95 preferred customer price, you'll get that percentage, and then you'll also get a monthly $15 bonus. So it basically doubles what you're making when you get a preferred customer instead of just a retail customer, because you don't get any bonus on a retail customer. So that's just off the website, off your sales, preferred customer bonuses, and percentage of sales. Okay, so number 2 right here, retail override commissions. Now, PLEXUS pays up to 7 levels deep on profit sharing, which we will talk about here, but you can build as wide as you want. You want to have as many level 1s as you can. Build wide, because you also get paid 5% off of all of your personally sponsored level 1 ambassadors. 5% commission you get paid on them. So you can tell it would really add up if you have lots of level 1 ambassadors, and that's just a second little way we get paid. Okay, so The fourth over here, you're building business bonuses. Now, once you start adding ambassadors, they have an opportunity when they join to buy a welcome pack. Now, the welcome pack is just a deep discount on products. There's one welcome pack, for example, that gives you 30 days of PLEXUS Slim for only $1.99. So you're getting it for only $50 a bag, which is a bigger discount than even wholesale. So I recommend everyone sign up with a welcome pack because they're most likely going to be on the products, and then they can also offer to sell them to their friends and family to get them started right away. But how it works is when they buy a welcome pack, 4 levels up get paid on a bonus on that. 50% of the welcome pack goes back to the company, and 50% gets paid as a one-time bonus. So how it works, if someone bought a $1.99 welcome, if you sponsored someone and they bought a $1.99 welcome pack, the next Friday, because this is a weekly paycheck, the next Friday you would get $49.75 paid out to you. And then the person above you would get $24.88, and the person above them would get $14.93, and the person above them would get $9.95. So every Friday I get a paycheck for anyone that signs up with a welcome pack in my first 4 levels. And when you have 30, 40, 50 level ones and 4 levels deep, you're getting a paycheck. I've not missed a paycheck in over a year. So this is a weekly, gas and grocery type of paycheck. It can really start to add up once your business gets into some momentum. Okay, so let's go down here to rank achievement bonuses. When you're a new ambassador, your first goal is to get to silver. Get 3 people to sign up, and you turn silver. 3 personally sponsored qualified ambassadors. Now, they pay you a one-time bonus of $100 when you hit silver. Second is gold. You get a $250 one-time bonus. Senior gold, $350, ruby, $500, senior ruby, $750. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you go over here, fast start rank advancements. Now how that works is within your first 30 days. Now it does not have to be, it's not a calendar month, it's a 30-day roll. So if you start on the 15th, you have a whole 30 days to do a fast start gold. And that would just mean that you would have enough people sign up within your downline that would equal 100 points, which is what gold would be, and we can get to that more in detail. But basically, you would double your bonus of, and it would be 700 because it would double your gold bonus and it would double your silver bonus. Just to put this into perspective, it would basically be 20 ambassadors in your first 3 levels in order to get fast start gold. We have a lot of people that do that. Okay, and so then this just goes into detail a little bit more about that. Okay, and then the PLEXUS pay points will go right here in profit sharing. This is probably, sometimes is people's hardest to understand, but it's the most exciting part of our compensation plan. How this works is every month, on your first level, your second level, your third level, when they get qualified for the month, which means that they have $100 go through their website, then points will show up beside their name. So anyone in my first 3 levels, so if I have a personal sponsor, a personal level 1, and then they add someone, then they're my level 2. And then if they add someone, then they're my level 3. So my first 3 levels are each worth 5 points to me. My 4th level is worth 4, 5th level is worth 3, 6th worth 2, 7th level is worth 1 point. And at the end of the month, I'll have an accumulative amount of points. And then those points are worth a different value every month depending on the profits of the company. Now, for just an average basis, they've been up over $3.50 and they've been down to $2.60 something cents. And the company, and how that works is at the end of the month, all those cumulative points will be added up and you'll have a total, and then say the value is worth $3. So if you ended up with 100 points at the end of the month and it's worth $3, then that's $300 just in profit sharing that you're going to get on your team. And so that is really where your long-term success comes in with PLEXUS. Your customers, I think, are your short-term success. Your ambassadors who start building their own teams, that's going to be your long-term success. And that's when your profit sharing sharing, your points start accumulating, and that's where the money starts getting to be very substantial. So I'm going to explain a little bit more how they do the profit sharing. PLEXUS takes all of the money that comes in for the month, and 50% goes to the company to keep, us on the cutting edge and pay bills and all that, and then 50% gets paid back to ambassadors in profit sharing. Now, 45 of the 50% gets paid out to everyone. Everyone qualifies for profit sharing as soon as they add just one ambassador. As soon as they start in the company and they build a team, even just one ambassador, they're qualified to start earning points. Now, the top 5% is saved for the top 3 levels in the company. After Senior Ruby, you can rank up to Emerald. Emerald is that first top level in the company, and that 3% of the 50% is going to be dispersed between all the emeralds in the company. I think that I'm an Emerald Ambassador, and our bonus usually is between $2,000 and $2,500 is what it's been averaging. So that's a nice bonus that you get every month that you qualify as an Emerald Ambassador. And then when you move up to Sapphire, you get your Emerald bonus still, and then you get a 1%. 1% of that 50% gets split up between the Sapphires. And then when you hit Diamond, you get the Emerald Ambassador bonus, the Sapphire Ambassador bonus, and the Diamond bonus, which is a 1% gets split up between all of the diamonds. So it is unreal the amount of potential that you have in this company. I'm going to go right back up here though and tell you how to hit ranks. When you join as an ambassador and you pay that $34.95 for the year, you start out as an associate. You become an official ambassador once you have that backup order in place. You turn on that backup order, and that means you're commission qualified. Now, you become a senior ambassador when you have 2 personally sponsored ambassadors, and you now are able to get paid on 3 levels deep on profit sharing. You get to be silver when you add 3 personally sponsored level 1 ambassadors, and then that is when you first start your one-time achievement bonuses, and that also allows you to get paid 5 levels deep on profit sharing. Gold ambassador, you don't have to have any more than 3 level 1 ambassadors, but you do need to have 100 points. So that's roughly 20 ambassadors within your first 3 levels, and you can get a little bit deeper if you don't have just in your first 3, but the bottom line is that you just have to have 100 points. You'll get a $250 one-time bonus and paid up to 5 levels. Senior Gold, 250 points. Ruby, 500 points, Senior Ruby 750 points, an Emerald Ambassador 1500, Sapphire 3000, and Diamond is 4500. Now a couple notes just to make about once you get to be an Emerald Ambassador, you not only get paid very well, but then you also get to enroll in what we call the PLEXUS program. So as an ambassador, Emerald Ambassador, then you can get paid. Basically, you go out and you lease the car, and they do a car, they pay you monthly if you drive a Lexus. It has to be Starfire or Pearl, and then it gives you the options of the vehicle right here. This has been amazing for us. We have a PLEXUS Lexus, and we enjoy driving it, and they pay us $500 a month towards our lease that we did with Lexus. Once you hit Diamond, then you get $1,000 towards it, and you get to pick of a couple other cars, the bigger and blacker Lexus. So anyways, amazing program. I know for me, it was a dream come true, so it was just amazing. Another thing, the Diamond Reentry Program, when you hit the top level in the company, Diamond, and your points reach over 6,000 points, then you can re-enter yourself under you and build another organization. So you can technically become a double Diamond. So it's just incredible. It's incredible, the opportunity. There's also a compensation plan, 15-page in your back office under resources that you should read through just so that you can make sure that you understand. This is just a quick overview, and hopefully it can clear some things up for you. I thank you all for listening, and have a great day.